My brother's wife only invited her family to the court wedding. Even my brother didn't tell us. His family, also my brother's fiancée, thinks my sister and I are worthless because we don't go to clubs or get drunk. My brother, let's call him Josh, is 5 years older than me. I'm 27F and Hayes 32. I've always had a pretty close family. However, when it came to my brother, his life was completely private. No one knew who he dated, and majority of time he'd just leave home and not tell anyone where he's going. I had a super strict childhood, but not my brother. He did whatever he wanted and got away with it. About 13 years ago, he decided to start dating the daughter of my mom's close friends. Josh never told my mom anything. He'd just leave the house and go about his life. My mom actually didn't find out until Josh and his girlfriend was serious and news got back to my family. Let's just say no one was really supportive. My brother had been dating this girl for years and never once had her meet the family officially or even mention to us anything. Slowly, after some time, Josh and his girlfriend started spending more time around the family. At this point, my brother met his girlfriend's entire family and were pretty close with her cousins. They would all go clubbing every weekend and even vacation together. Myself and my younger sister still completely left out my brother. Then decided to get married at the courthouse. Did my family know anything? Nope. We only found out the day before, and all I heard from my future sister-in-law was, "Hey, you can come to City Hall if you want." Meanwhile, her sisters and cousins had weeks to plan matching bridesmaids' dresses and a dinner after to celebrate. Where was my family, if you're wondering? Oh, not invited. Now my mom and my brother Josh are pretty damn close, and my mother convinced herself Josh did nothing wrong. After my brother got married, I started hearing gossip from my family that my sister-in-law did not like my sister, and I said as she thought we were lame for not wanting to go clubbing or drinking. Who said it? Her own mother, and no one apologized. My brother doesn't make any effort to spend time with any one of us, and you might think I'm overreacting, but for years, sis, I was basically doing anything and everything for my brother and his wife. I'd cook every single day for them. Even when I had a lot on my plate, I still found time. When it came to me, however, I don't ever recall anyone even caring to listen to me. Josh even decided to joke about me with his friends and call me a loser. So now anytime he's around me and his friend call, I'm the lame sister. Josh moved out 2 years ago, and we only see him maybe once a month when he decides to show up. If you don't call him, he doesn't call you. My sister-in-law, worst yet. If I don't reach out, I'd never hear from her. My brother and his wife will celebrate birthdays, special occasions, and vacations, and will never invite any one of us. It made me feel like a burden to them. Why am I always left out? I don't want to be included in everything, but a phone call wouldn't hurt. Now Josh has a housewarming, and I don't even care to go. Why should I? Does my presence even matter at this point? Do I make myself small and sit in a room of people I don't even know because for the last 15 years, my brother never made an effort to include my family or introduce us to his wife's family? Like, damn, I know siblings marry and move out, but to just completely ignore your sibling's existence is heartbreaking. **OID. Like to add if my brother or sister-in-law was throwing a party, or in this case, a house warming party, they would just usually send us an invite. No call or message, no heads up, just a single PDF poster saying to RSVP if we're coming. Story number 2. I was 6 when my mom and stepdad met. My stepdad's son Harry was 7. My mom and stepdad dated for 2.5 years before they got married, and we lived together for 9 months before their wedding. Harry hated his dad dating my mom, and he hated me for liking his dad. He was a real asshole to me. My stepdad always corrected him and tried to keep him from hurting me, but I was miserable. I told my mom how miserable I was, and she told me it'd get better. When I said I didn't want to live with him anymore, she told me we had to because we were a family, and sometimes siblings don't get along the best, and it's okay for us to not be close. To name a few of the things I had to endure while living with Harry, he would spill water on or stain my homework. He broke a model I had finished for a class assignment, and he deleted assignments off the family computer when I finished them. He would shut doors on my feet, or hands. He threw shit at me, but specifically my head. He called me a freak of nature all the time. When we went to my stepdad's family members' houses, he'd get his cousins to all gang up on and exclude me. And a few of them were still nice to me, but he threatened to leave them out if they spent time with me. He broke my Christmas gifts one year, smashed or ruined them all, and he got into big trouble for that, but he still taunted me that I got nothing. In high school, a teacher we shared took both our classes on an educational field trip, and he tried to get me left behind, and he sprayed me with water to make it look like I peed my pants. Again, that's a few things he did. He was open about hating me, and he'd ignore me sometimes to make a point of it. Like one time he hogged the salt because he saw I wanted it, and he refused to give it to me or answer when I asked for it, and he tried to stop my stepdad giving it to me. Harry would always get his friends to taunt me too. One incident with all of them made me lose a tooth, and as upset and freaked out as my mom was, she still stayed with my stepdad and made me live with Harry. He took a gap year after high school, so I didn't even get the freedom of him leaving for college, and that was another hellish year, and I had to do all my homework at friends' houses or the library in case he fucked with it. I started pulling away from my mom at like 15, and she noticed and tried to be all loving and sweet to me, but I wasn't okay with her. When I started college, I moved out. I packed all my stuff and refused to go back home. Mom told me not to react like I was, and Harry didn't even live with them full time anymore. And she'd say we were both adults now and our relationship would improve. I told her I would never spend another second with him, and I said that did mean I would skip family holidays and such because there was no way I would agree to be around Harry again. I told her I blocked him everywhere and didn't care what happened, but nothing would make me share the same airspace as him again. My mom tried to act like we were good, but I pulled away more and started ignoring her calls and stuff. I don't go home for holidays. I refuse to attend anything that Harry's going to be at. I went to see my grandparents last week, and Mom showed up to talk to me. She wanted to know why I was ignoring her and not visiting her, and I told her she failed me and put her own wishes before me, my safety, my childhood, and I wasn't going to wipe it away because my stepdad was good to me. I told her I despise Harry, and I don't care if he grows into an amazing person someday. He will never be my family, and I will never let him back into my life. And I told her I won't start acting like we're okay either, because I am so mad at her. She left really upset, and my grandparents talked to me about stuff. Then my uncle texted me and asked what happened between me and Mom, and he told me I can feel like I do about Mom not protecting me better, but she's still my mom. He also told me I lose out by refusing to make nice with Harry and be there for family holidays. I told him the holidays I have now are better than all the ones with Harry in them combined. I said I did not feel like I was missing out at all. He said it's so extreme because I have a huge family who loves me and wants to see me.